Live from the Grenadian capital, this is the GBN Television News. GBN covering you from the Grenadine Island chain to Brooklyn, New York via the World Wide Web on www.gbn.gd. The news headlines comes to you compliments Nexa Credit Union, with you wherever your road leads.
This is Network News for Wednesday, March the 26th of 2025. I'm Stasia Blake. In the headlines tonight, Consolidated Contractors Company Caribbean Inc. takes full responsibility for cement mixer truck incident that damaged a couple's home. Business professionals in Grenada introduced to the UN Global Compact, and African Trade Center in Barbados to boost jobs and trade for African and Caribbean communities. And TA Marisho Community College final year SCE students participate in Workplace Readiness Seminar. In regional news, China Global Television Network, CGTN, eyes future collaboration with the Caribbean, while internationally, top intelligence officials face Senate committee over signal chat leak. Coming up in sports, Mount Rose Sally crowned champions of the Dennis Cornwall T20 tournament, while GCA focuses on grassroots cricket development. We'll have all the details for you right after this message.
The first segment of the news comes to you compliments Soft Weave Bathroom Tissue.
Have you heard about the new Soft Weave bathroom tissue with total hygiene? As hygiene and safety have taken center stage, our bathroom tissue is now manufactured with 3 different technologies to offer the best protection for you and your family. UVC light technology for a safe and effective disinfection process, eliminating 99.9% of microorganisms. Also, production at high temperatures, killing all types of germs and bacteria. And it's pH controlled with delicate fibers to prevent irritation for even sensitive skin. Soft Weave Total Hygiene Bathroom Tissue, available in supermarkets and shops island-wide. Visit Soft Weave Caribbean Facebook or Instagram pages for more information.
Good evening. This is GBN's News at 7. A couple residing along the Cliff Road is now counting their losses after a cement mixer destroyed their home on Monday. The couple is currently staying in an apartment in the south of the island as they recover from the incident. The construction company responsible, CCCCI, has stepped forward and taken full responsibility for the accident. Nisha Paul has the story.
A terrifying incident on the Woburn Cliff Road project has left a home severely damaged and its occupants shaken after a concrete mixer being used for the project crashed into the house on Monday, rendering it unsafe for living. It was a moment of pure shock and fear for Jody Courtney, who was inside the house when disaster struck. The operator of the concrete mixer lost control of the equipment and it crashed into the two-story concrete structure, causing severe damage to the foundation. Courtney tells GBN she was in the process of getting ready to head out when the incident unfolded.
Before that, my boyfriend called me and asked me what I'm doing. And I told him I was in the washroom. And he was like, "Oh, don't forget, you gotta come and meet me in town." So I was like, all right, let me come out now. So I come out in the washroom, close the door. And as soon as I step out, I hear the grinding coming down the step and the grating and stuff. Before I turn to like run or anything, the concrete mixer just burst through the room. And it was, I don't know what happened, but I could say a miracle happened because I end up outside by the living room, turn around. You have nobody in the concrete mixer and my dog inside the house, and I don't know.
Thankful for life, a physically injured and emotionally shaken Courtney shared the extent of the injuries sustained as a result of the incident.
I'm to go by the doctor tomorrow for X-ray and stuff because my leg got damaged. Well, not so bad, but I don't know what's happening inside. And I had to go by the therapy tomorrow also. Yeah, well, I'm still in shock. Afraid tractor and trucks and stuff, all these big heavy machines. No, I'm very scared. And what the concrete mix driver said, it wasn't true at all because he wasn't there and I didn't even speak to him. When I came outside, he wasn't there to comfort me and nothing like that. Because I wasn't even in the kitchen area where you say I went and hide because I saw it coming down. That wasn't true.
Her significant other, Dexter St. Bernard, who owns the house, says the damage is extensive. Despite the devastation, St. Bernard is grateful that no lives were lost.
From what I'm looking at, the house might have to be excavated because the foundation, the back move, the downstairs where the columns are, they're busted. Yeah, so the only thing there right now is to get rid of the house. It's not even safe to go in. And as for loss, well, everything upstairs basically is gone. There's nothing I could do. Nothing anybody could do but give thanks to the Most High for saving McGill life.
St. Bernard says Consolidated Contractors Company Caribbean Inc., or CCCCI, the company overseeing the roadworks, has acknowledged responsibility for the accident and has already stepped in to assist.
The company so far, to be honest, they're doing the best. It's an accident. I can't ask for much more. They put us up here for a week. I'm going to look for a place closer to where my house was because I don't want to be too far from a family, one. I have 2 dogs up there. So, yeah, it's not bad. They're doing the best. So we just have to see what transpires from here going forward.
For now, the couple is focused on recovery and figuring out their next steps. We will continue to follow this story. Reporting for GBN News, I am Nisha Paul.
Business professionals in Grenada were brought together on Tuesday for an introductory meeting about the UN Global Compact, hosted at the Mount Cinnamon Beach Resort. Christina John has more on this gathering.
The United Nations Global Compact is the world's largest corporate sustainability initiative, with more than 20,000 companies and 3,000 non-business signatories based in over 162 countries. More than 70 Global Compact networks exist around the globe. As one of 62 country networks, GCN Caribbean locally supports companies in aligning their strategies and activities with the 10 principles of UN Global Compact to contribute to Sustainable Development Goals, the SDGs. Kiana Bowen, Executive Director, UN Global Compact Network Caribbean, explained that the introductory meeting held by the UN Global Compact Network Caribbean allows private sector companies to engage on aspects such as leveraging human rights, labor, environment, and anti-corruption principles to ensure that their businesses are sustainable.
So this morning, we were able to meet with approximately 20 companies here in Grenada to share on the benefits of the Global Compact, such as capacity strengthening in areas on labor, for example. We also shared on the opportunity to be able to benefit from participating at UN Global flagship events. So it's a real opportunity to network as well with Caribbean companies across the Caribbean region and internationally as well in various sectors.
Bowen explained why Grenada was chosen to host this event.
Grenada was chosen. Grenada is part of the network because it's a full CARICOM member and it forms part of the Caribbean community in terms of contributing to sustainable development goals at the regional level. So there are 19 Caribbean countries that are part of the UN Global Compact Network Caribbean, and Grenada is one of them. There are a number of OECS, Eastern Caribbean state countries as well, that also form part of the compact. Today was a call for action for companies who are working sustainably to join the UN Global Compact, not just as an initiative to show that they are committed to sustainability, but also to be part of a platform, a community that allows them to support other companies in growing their initiative as well. It's an opportunity to scale up your operations, not only locally, but at the regional level and also at the international level as well.
Barry Collymore, Executive Chairman of the Mount Cinnamon Beach Resort and sponsor of the event, spoke of its importance.
It's necessary for us because we are part of the tourism industry. The tourism industry depends on sustainability, both environmental and human. We have to protect our environment because at the end of the day, Caribbean tourism is about our environment, our beaches, our nature, etc. If we degrade them, then we don't have a product. And also sustainability in terms of human development. Tourism is all about people, and we need to spend time and make sure that we develop our human capital, our human resources, and these are a big part of what the UN Global Compact is about.
The main objectives were to highlight good practices, facilitate knowledge sharing, share support mechanisms, and encourage partnerships. Christina John, GBN.
A new trade center will create opportunities for African and Caribbean businesses to collaborate. The center aims to boost jobs and trade between the two regions. Beverly Telesford has the details.
Prime Minister Deacon Mitchell was one of the witnesses at the groundbreaking ceremony of the Afreximbank African Trade Center in Bridgetown, Barbados, alongside Prime Minister of Barbados and CARICOM Chair Mia Amour-Motley and His Excellency Professor Benedict Orama, President and Chairman of the Board of Directors of Afreximbank. Once completed, the center will serve as a hub for trade facilitation, investment promotion, and economic development, fostering business opportunities between African and Caribbean nations. Prime Minister Mitchell called the event historic, emphasizing its significance.
The bank has landed by choice on the shores of the Caribbean, that it has demonstrated in Caribbean language that it is prepared to put its money where its mouth is. And today's groundbreaking ceremony is testimony of that fact. And so on behalf of the government and people of Grenada, on behalf of the wider OECS region, we express a hearty congratulations to Afreximbank and to the government and people of Barbados on this significant event. And we do so cognizant of the need to continue deepening economic opportunities, trade, investment, financing, the movement of our people, our goods and services between the continent of Africa and its diaspora in the Caribbean.
This ceremony was held under the theme, One People, One Destiny, Uniting and Reimagining Our Future. Barbados' Prime Minister Mia Amour-Motley highlighted that the center's construction has the potential to unlock new trading opportunities for the Caribbean.
This clear offer of the government of Barbados to make available this just over 2 hectares of land to ensure that an investment that will bring investment opportunities to the people of the region, because this is first and foremost also a trade center, that you so accepted, recognizing that the history of the site and the location of the site carries with it so much more than we can ever contain in a speech from this platform.
Professor Benedict Orama, President and Chairman of Afreximbank's Board of Directors, expressed his excitement for the future growth of the bank's presence in the region.
The Africa Trade Center Barbados would underpin the delivery of the bank's expanded ambitions in the CARICOM, as we aspire to rapidly build trade and investment bridges that will help heal old wounds and unleash an era of shared prosperity in Africa and the Caribbean. Given that we have expanded the credit limits available to the CARICOM to $2.5 billion from $1.5 billion, we look forward to a rapid growth in the bank's interventions all across the Caribbean. We also look forward to accelerating two-way trade flows between Africa and the Caribbean and unleashing the communications we all seek, the air links and the shipping lines.
The project's construction phase is expected to be completed by 2027. Reporting for GBN News, Beverly Telesford.
As students transition from academic life into the workforce, preparedness is key. To better equip final year students, the T.A. Marisho Community College hosted its annual Workplace Preparedness Seminar, guiding students on the essential skills needed in today's workplace. Eugenia Peters reports.
The Workplace Preparedness Seminar focused on equipping students with key skills for success, including soft skills such as communication, teamwork, leadership, and hard skills, technical expertise, and digital literacy. The seminar covered aspects of professionalism, workplace etiquette, time management, and effective communication. Lorraine Alexander, Dean of the School of Continuing Education, in her welcoming remarks, stressed the importance of discipline and having a positive attitude.
When you go into the workplace, from my point of view, what I would tell you would make you successful is your attitude. Somebody might be able to type better than you, but if you have a better attitude, you'll elevate faster. If you always at work on time, if when you come to work you have a positive attitude, you greet your customers well, you smile, etc., that would ensure that you move up faster. So I'll leave with you, I won't be long this morning, but I'll just leave with you. A positive attitude opens doors, so I want you to take that with you. A positive attitude assists you to climb. A positive attitude reduces stress and improves mental health.
Dr. Philomena Ketu, Associate Dean in the School of Continuing Education at TAMCC, explained what they hoped the seminar would achieve.
The seminar is meant to be a way to provide information to the students who are getting ready to make their journey into the workplace. And so we want to give them as much information, things about their NIS benefits, how to deal with in an organization, how to be a good employee, how to search for a job. We also want to provide them with information from students who have graduated and are now in the working world so that they can learn from their experience. And so we do this every year on the Tantine campus and also at the St. Patrick's campus with the School of Continuing Education students in order to give them the tools that they need to be the best employee.
Guest speakers and the question and answer session with industry professionals provided valuable insights, ensuring students were well prepared for their future careers.
So in our seminar today, we are using a variety of different places and different types of speakers. In our main hall, we have NIS coming to speak about NIS benefits. We also have an HR representative from Digicel who is coming to speak about HR topics for our students. And then we have other companies who are participating also, like we have persons from NOWASA who are past students, we have persons from Grenlec who are past students, we also have people from the ministry who are also past students providing that important information.
Students learned how to build a strong resume, prepare for interviews, and network professionally. The seminar also touched on career development, entrepreneurship, and the importance of internships for gaining experience. For GBN News, I am Eugenia Peters.
This is news at 7. Coming up next, psychologist Neela Fletcher-Phillips stresses the importance of taking suicide seriously at all levels of society. Stay with us.
Are you looking to further your education but need financial support? Arise Credit Union is here to help. With our educational loan, you can pursue your dreams. Whether you're working and studying, taking professional online courses, or engaging in full-time education, we've got you covered. Our flexible repayment options and competitive interest rates provide the right support for you on this journey. Visit Arise Credit Union. Apply today, take control today, and own your own education.
GBN Community Partnership Initiative.
Our Lands All Mass is now in its 30th year of existence. Our Olma started with primarily Lions members partaking. It is now part of our Spice Mass calendar, and we host it every year in July. We are happy that our patrons have always come out and assisted and supported our event. And with Grenlec's support and sponsorship to our Olmas, we are looking forward to continuing this sponsorship for another 30 years and beyond. Again, Grenlec, we thank you so much.
Grenlec, energizing our community.
Paying is faster and easier with Flow FastPay. Use your MasterCard or Visa and pay from anywhere. Log on to discoverflow.co/fastpay and press Consumer. Select your country and enter your account number. Enter the amount to be paid and an email address. Enter your credit card information. You'll receive a payment confirmation with the transaction details, along with a receipt to your email address. It's fast, safe, and easy. Flow, keeping you connected.
Building or renovating your home or business? Why not use clean, renewable energy? Install solar panels to power your home and office and see your energy costs go down and your savings go up. Using renewable solar-powered energy protects our environment, reduces our carbon footprint, and slows the devastating impact of climate change. Republic Bank can help to finance construction and renovations that make use of renewable energy. Visit any Republic Bank branch and ask about renewable energy financing options today.
Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
Agritech Limited Grenada is your one-stop shop for all your farming needs. We provide seeds and seedlings, pesticides, fertilizers, irrigation and water management systems, veterinary products, and a wide range of agricultural products and implements. Our staff is knowledgeable and ready to serve you. Call us on 435-9677 or 440-4460 or visit us in Happy Hill, St. George. We are open Monday to Saturday, 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. and on Sundays, 6 a.m. to 1 p.m. Agritech Limited Grenada. Come grow with us.
In Grenada, sports aren't just a game, they're a way of life. They teach discipline, teamwork, and resilience. They inspire the next generation to push boundaries and chase excellence. That's why the Investment Migration Agency of Grenada is proud to support sports initiatives as part of our commitment to youth and national development. When we invest in sports programs, we invest in the future. We invest in the health and well-being of our youth, and we invest in broadening Grenada's reach, proudly connecting our athletes, our talent, and our nation to a global community. Together, we all go further. The Investment Migration Agency, unlocking the possibilities.
Tracksuit, water bottle, sneakers. It's time. Let's get ready to join us on the road this year for Quad Bank's annual Pump It Up Family Fun Walk. Tell your family and friends, and let's get moving towards a healthier lifestyle. Carry a coup. Come out in your numbers on Sunday, April 6th from 4 p.m. as we pump it up from Alexis Food Store's car park to the Hillsborough Tennis Court. On Sunday, May 4th, the action is on the mainland. We're hitting the road at 4 p.m. from Montrouge Playing Field to the Kirani James Athletic Stadium. Registration ends on May 2nd or while stocks last. So get your packages today. Individual packages cost $20. For groups of 3 or more, packages cost $15 each. Proceeds go towards the Princess Royal Hospital in Carriacou. Visit our website for more details. See you on the road for Welcome Home.
Oh, it happens to all of us. Low on cash and in need of money right away. Clients Instacash, Monday to Sunday, and there are no draws.
So what you saying? No numbers to choose from?
Nope.
And no draw sessions to wait on?
Nope.
And we can play it anytime and any day?
Yep, including Sundays. Instacash. Ask for it by name and choose from a wide variety of games as low as $2 and win instantly. It is fast, it is easy to play, and you win cash right away. Must be 18 years or older to play. NLA, making your dreams come true.
GBN leads, the others follow. This segment is brought to you by Republic Bank.
Building or renovating your home or business? Why not use clean, renewable energy? Install solar panels to power your home and office and see your energy costs go down and your savings go up. Using renewable solar-powered energy protects our environment, reduces our carbon footprint, and slows the devastating impact of climate change. Republic Bank can help to finance construction and renovations that make use of renewable energy. Visit any Republic Bank branch and ask about renewable energy financing options today.
Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
Welcome back. The National Water and Sewage Authority, or NWASA, is outlining several projects in the pipeline aimed at expanding water supply capacity in Carriacou. Christina John has the details.
Residents on the sister island of Carriacou have much to look forward to as the National Water and Sewage Authority, NWASA, rolls out plans to alleviate the island's water shortage crisis. These planned projects are in addition to the company's efforts to improve the water supply in Carriacou, which includes the recommissioning of the Carriacou desalination plant, which was impacted by Hurricane Beryl, and securing additional water trucks to facilitate distribution. Additionally, through the Green Climate Fund G-Cruise project, NWASA is enhancing water resilience by developing new supplies, constructing reservoirs, and expanding pipeline networks in Carriacou. Todd Labari is the acting manager of the Production and Quality Department at NWASA.
The situation with Carriacou is that we have a few foreign-funded projects that we're looking to have some serious deliverables from. We have a EU project that we're doing. It's currently being procured by the EU. What is being procured is a 300 cubic meter per day plant, basically the size of the one that we already have there. And in addition to that, they're proposing a NWASA to procure for us a NWASA operated and owned water tanker in Carriacou. Also making advances to upgrade our solar farms as well to reduce the energy cost that's associated with running such a system.
Labary highlighted the company's short, medium, and long-term plans, which will include the installation of a second desalination plant and water tanker, the G-Cruise project, adding 2 additional tanks, and the 5 Cs project, installing additional water and distribution lines.
We have a project ongoing now with the European Union with a sum of 500,000 euros being offered towards the procurement and installation of a supplementary plant at the same site of our current desal plant. The thing with that is now it would offer us, one, a redundancy, so that if there is any issues with the current plant, we don't have to stop production. And 2, what we could do is increase additional runtime and produce a bit more water using that system.
To ensure the entire island receives an adequate supply, acting manager shared details about another project that has already been contracted out.
We wanted that project to tie in with a sister project, that's the G-Cruise project. Under the G-Cruise project, we have this one is happening now. It's already contracted out, both the pipeline and the tank construction portions of it. We would be installing 2 100,000 gallon steel tanks in Carriacou, one at Bel-Air at the hospital, which will be used to feed the areas to the north, Bogles, Windward, Limley, and those places, and another one in Mount Royal that would be used to assist the south and feed the eastern places such as Mount Pleasant and so forth. Now, what we were looking to do with that new desal plant we were supposed to get from 5Cs, and we are still engaged in talks in terms of having it finalized, is to use that system along with the Mount Royal tank as a redundant. So if there's an issue on one side of the island, or a major disaster or something happens with a hurricane, we still have another backup system.
Labrie was questioned about the plant offered to Nawasa by the charitable organization Samaritan Purse, which, according to sources, was rejected. This was his explanation.
So basically, the Samaritan Purse was proposed to Nawasa, but these things require certain decisions to be made, consultations with engineering staff with regards to the pros and cons. What would have happened is that before Nawasa was able to offer their final approval on it, it was conveyed to us that it would have been sent to another location. Right? Now, we were deliberating on this even though we didn't get the chance to give our final okay. The issue with the Samaritan Purse, I should not say the issue, but one of the drawbacks, yes, it produces water, but it produces 7 gallons per minute. Our plant currently produces 42 gallons per minute. The Samaritan Purse plant must be run by someone for it to be in operation. There has to be someone on site to run the plant. And whereas our plant is automated, that we could have it up and running and distributed, and our guys could be focusing on the distribution network. The third thing about it is that there is no distribution access to that.
Christina John, GBN News.
Former Little Miss Grenada, Jayla McMillan, has brought her charitable initiative, Jayla's Girly Emergency Kits, to Grenada, to Carriacou. She's described by many as a lifesaver for young girls. Jayla's effort has made a meaningful impact. Christina John follows Jayla's journey.
So we're on the sister island of Carriacou with former Little Miss Grenada, Jayla McMillan, as she continued to promote proper hygiene among preteen females through the distribution of her girly emergency kits. So far, Jayla has covered over 13 primary schools on mainland Grenada and has now decided to spread the love with some youngsters on the sister island of Carriacou. Well, her first stop was at Our Lady of the Rosary Catholic School. Jayla McMillan has always believed in empowering young girls, ensuring they feel confident and prepared for any situation. As a passionate advocate for hygiene and self-care, determined to make a difference, she created the Jayla Girly Emergency Kit, a compact, stylish pouch filled with must-have personal care items. Over the weekend, Jayla visited 4 schools in Carriacou to distribute the kits, bringing this much-needed resource to 45 young ladies. Leandra Williams Steele, principal of Our Lady of the Rosary Catholic School, applauded the initiative and wants other young people to see this as an inspiration to do positive things.
Okay, this is a very great initiative to see a young lady, same age with the grade 6 students reaching out to give them the care packages, because a girl should know how another girl should smell and feel about themselves. So we think that it's a great initiative, and Miss McMillan, we are very proud of you, and I hope others can look to you and see what you're doing and take a page from your book and be like you to inspire girls all over Grenada. So we are very proud of you, and we thank you for this initiative.
Principal of one of the other receiving schools, Cohen Noel, is happy for the gesture extended to the young ladies from one of their peers.
The initiative is great because coming from a male teacher to a female student sometimes is kind of uncomfortable sometimes to deliver that kind of education. We have to, so we do it. But coming from the peers, it certainly feels good. So at least they know that, look, we are on the same page and we are looking out for one another. So coming from the peer, I think is excellent. It has two folds. I see it as your peer and still coming to give back after burial, because we're still post-burial and we are still struggling. And sadly or unfortunately, I don't think everyone in Carriacou is at that financial stability where they could afford everything. We are resilient and we are making ends meet. But I still believe, and I keep telling people, anything that can help, we still welcome it.
Each kit contains sanitary pads, wipes, hand sanitizers, deodorant, tissue, and other hygiene essentials. Designed for grade 6 students, the kit aims to teach proper hygiene habits while giving girls a sense of security. Her initiative has grown into a movement that fosters self-care, preparedness, and dignity. Jella is hopeful to begin distributing a male version of the kit in the near future, further expanding her impact and providing essential support to young boys as well.
So far, I've distributed the girly emergency kits to all the schools in St. Andrew, and I'm very happy with the response from the grade 6 students. The next stop is St. Patrick. If you'd like to donate, reach out to my aunt via Pineapple Marketing and Communications.
Christina John, GBN News.
There's a growing call for urgent action to address suicide as a public health crisis in Grenada. Mental health professionals and advocates say more needs to be done to break the stigma, improve support systems, and reform outdated laws that criminalize suicide. Details in this Nisha Paul report.
Suicide is defined as the act of intentionally causing one's own death, but mental health professionals say the conversation around suicide must go beyond definitions toward action. Statistics from the Community Relations Department of the Royal Grenada Police Force, RGPF, show that in 2024, Grenada recorded 7 suicides, all among individuals aged 20 to 29. Already in 2025, 2 cases have been confirmed, both involving young people. Licensed clinical community psychologist Mrs. Neela Fletcher Phillip warns that suicide must be taken seriously at every level of society. She also urges people to recognize signs of suicidal ideation or thoughts or ideas centered around death.
Suicide is a mental health issue that everyone should take seriously because it is everyone's business, or at least it should be everybody's business, because so many health challenges can result in suicidal ideation, intent, and in some cases even completion. And so my admonition to all of us as parents, teachers, and adults alike is to really be observant. Know the signs for yourself and take every threat or pronouncement of either ideation or intent seriously. Don't take it for granted.
Her comments come on the heels of 2 suspected suicides in recent days, a 15-year-old student and a 38-year-old father.
It's important to note that suicidal ideation doesn't operate in isolation of a challenge or issue of some kind. And one issue in particular it is often associated with is depression. So even before suicidal ideation becomes an intensified issue, there are some things that we can begin to look for, to observe. The person might become withdrawn socially. They may experience issues with sleep, either insomnia or hyposomnia. They may experience appetite changes, and this can often be seen either with weight gain or weight loss. And I know that we sometimes only associate an issue with weight loss, but weight gain can also be an indicator that something is not okay with this person. They may be experiencing difficulty in regulating their emotions. They may be experiencing anxiety. This person may feel hopeless or worthless and may verbalize that. And so these are a few signs that can be observed so that help can be given to lower the chances of suicidal ideation intensifying.
Experts are also raising concerns about what they call a suicide cluster, where multiple cases occur within a short period, heightening the risk of more incidents. Mrs. Phillip is also calling for changes to Grenada's laws, which still criminalize attempted suicide, reinforcing stigma and discouraging people from seeking help.
Suicide continues to be misunderstood in our society. And that is demonstrated in some of the archaic laws that we still have on our books, including the law that criminalizes suicide. And so we want our citizens to know that their lives have value by breaking the stigma around suicide and encouraging people to ask for help, because help is available. And this is why we call for policies and policymakers in the Caribbean to reflect on our understanding of suicide as a public health issue rather than a crime.
Grenada is said to be one of only 25 nations worldwide where suicide is still considered a criminal act. However, in January, the government and civil society began consultations aimed at decriminalizing attempted suicide, one step toward addressing the crisis. Mrs. Fletcher Phillip urges policymakers to go further by strengthening mental health services, promoting awareness, and ensuring that those in crisis have access to the support they need. If you or someone you know is struggling with suicidal thoughts, help is available. Reach out to a trusted friend, family member, or professional. You are not alone. Mental health advocates say ending the stigma and improving access to care could save lives. Reporting for GBN News, I am Nisha Paul.
Realm Lead and Recycle OECS projects come to a close. More news? Do stay with us.
In a world driven by digital innovation, our future is defined by connectivity and communication, shaping how we learn, work, and interact. But what safeguards our digital rights? The Electronic Communications or EC Bill will. The EC Bill ensures rights such as improved quality of service, data privacy and security, support for universal service and access, and complaint resolution are protected with a tribunal to resolve disputes. This is consumer protection. The EC Bill also ensures a competitive environment for electronic communications companies to enter the market. There are many other benefits of the EC Bill. ECTEL is paving the way for a fair, secure, and inclusive digital society for our contracting states.
ECTEL and the NTRCs, digitally transforming our space together.
Don't call me small, I'm dreaming big, I'm gonna have it all. ACB, SME, start, manage, expand. They came on all my competition, got the whole bank's attention. ACB, best financial solution. My business has a good reputation. Ready for success? Call us at 444-4919 or visit us at acbonline.com to learn more. ACB, SME. Start, manage, expand your business today.
How do you choose your toilet paper? Just because it's soft and nice. That's how I choose my toilet paper. Made right here in the Isle of Spice. Cherished space off Harbor Bay. Super value every day. The price is right and locally they're made. Support local when you purchase Cherish and other quality brands from Grenada Paper Products.
Supposed to finish cooking like this? I wonder if climate change is behind all these water shortages. Time to think about the future. It's really time to invest in a proper water storage tank, you know. What water tanks you guys have available?
We have 450 gallons for a family of 3, 800 gallons for a family of 5, and 1,000 gallons for a family of 7. Purchasing any of these tanks will ensure that you have enough water stored.
Don't be like me and wait until you're out of water. Be smart. Be prepared. Invest in a proper water storage tank today.
no frills, just great prices only at Quartz. We don't just talk about it, we got it. Shop and save big on appliances, furniture, electronics, and so much more. Great deals on mattresses, plus free gift with purchase of selected Ashley items. Plus, with Ready Finance, get it now, pay later. No fine print and no tricks. Only at Quartz. Bringing value home. Special conditions apply. Offer runs from 25th February to 24th March 2025.
Hi, I want $10 on Playway, $20 backup on Pick 3, and cash for each, please. Okay, are you adding Multi-X to your bet? Yes, Multi-X, all of them. Smart. Best value bet. Backup and Multi-X, you cannot go wrong. Don't matter the bet, Multi-X all of the daily games.
With Multi-X added, your winnings can be multiplied 3 times, 5 times, even 7 times. So make it a rule. Add Multi-X to all your Playway, daily Pick 3, and daily cash for bets every day and for every drop, and watch your money grow. Available at stores and online.
You heard it here. Multiply your winnings daily. Must be 18 or older to play. NLA, making your dreams come true.
Level of convenience and comfort awaits you when you shop at Rise and Shine Supermarket and Hardware Supplies, Griffin Lane, Grenville. Convenient, because we are open Sunday to Sunday. We're even at your service on public holidays. Comfort, because we are easily accessible to the physically challenged. Free Wi-Fi is available while you shop, and bags come at no charge. Everyday low prices and excellent customer care. Adequate parking available. We supply everything you can possibly think of. Family and home supplies, fresh meat, vegetables, and personal care products. All brands of cooking gas at affordable prices. You can send in your order, have it pulled, or pick up express.
This is GBN. We've got the means, the power, and the medium. This segment is brought to you by Flow.
Paying is faster and easier with Flow FastPay. Use your MasterCard or Visa and pay from anywhere. Log on to discoverflow.co/fastpay and press Consumer. Select your country and enter your account number. Enter the amount to be paid and an email address. Enter your credit card information. You'll receive a payment confirmation with the transaction details, along with a receipt to your email address. It's fast, safe, and easy. Flow, keeping you connected.
A closeout ceremony was held for the Organization of the Eastern Caribbean States, Building Resilience in the Eastern Caribbean through Reduction in Marine Litter, the REMLIT, and Recycle OECS projects. Details in this Beverly Telesford report.
The color-coded bins that you see around the country are a direct result of one of 2 projects implemented by the Organization of Eastern Caribbean States, OECS, which have officially come to an end. The Recycle OECS project is aimed at reducing plastic pollution in the OECS region by recycling in the Eastern Caribbean. Grenada and the Commonwealth of Dominica were selected by the OECS in 2023 to pilot an initiative aimed at reducing plastic pollution in the OECS. It entails researching and designing a sustainable waste separation, collection, and recycling model with demonstrations in the selected member states. The other project, Building Resilience in the Eastern Caribbean through Reduction in Marine Litter, REMLIT, focused on reducing marine pollution. REMLIT is a US $3 million project launched in 2019, implemented under the OECS Ocean Governance and Fisheries Program with funding support from the Government of Norway. Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Climate Resilience, the Environment and Renewable Energy, Perron Johnson, was one of the presenters at Wednesday's ceremony. She relayed how the effects of the Recycle OECS initiative are visible in Grenada today.
Through its demonstration in Dominica and Grenada, we have seen firsthand and positive impact of structured waste separation, collection, and recycling efforts. These initiatives not only reduce environmental pollution, but also contribute to the shift in behavioral change and policy improvement for long-term sustainability. And of course, you will be seeing firsthand what is being done here in Grenada when you do the site visits at the facility in Queen's Park. And I myself had visited the facility on more than one occasion, and what I can say to you, it is indeed transformative in many ways, and because of the intervention that were made thus far, I can say the initiative would be sustainable.
Remlet, she added, is equally important in improving waste management practices.
In parallel, the building of resilience in the Eastern Caribbean through marine waste reduction will also play a vital role in addressing marine pollution, strengthening resilience, and improving waste management practices. Both projects also serve as transformative intervention that aligns with our national and, in most cases, our regional goals for climate resilience, environmental sustainability, and economic development.
Remlet is the sponsor of the color-coded bins, cardboard baler machine, and other equipment across Grenada. Reporting for GBN News, Beverly Telesford.
To support the sustainability of 3 vital marine species, the Ministry of Marine Affairs is urging the fishing community to comply with the closed seasons.
The sustainability of marine life in Grenada faces several challenges, including climate change, overfishing, pollution, and tourism pressure. Grenada's coral reefs, seagrass beds, and mangroves are vital ecosystems that support marine biodiversity. Notably, the island is home to the important turtle nesting sites, especially in the north of the island, where species such as the leatherback and hawksbill turtles come ashore to lay their eggs during the period, which is crucial for the survival of these species. With the close season approaching, the Ministry of Marine Affairs informs the public that from April to August, all fishing and harvesting of turtles, lobsters, and sea urchins is strictly prohibited. Close season for leatherback sea turtles and sea urchins spans from April 1st to August 31st, while the closed season for lobsters is from May 1st to August 31st. Fisheries Officer Crafton Stroud from the Biology Department of the Ministry of Marine Affairs stressed the importance of adhering to these regulations during the closed period to ensure the continued health of these species.
So any month without the letter R, that is a closed season for our lobsters. So May, June, July, August, no harvesting of any lobsters. For our sea urchins and our turtles, the season actually starts from April 1st all the way to the end of August 31st, where it will reopen on September 1st. It is very important because these living things are not immortal, and they have to complete a reproductive cycle to ensure that there will be a future generation. And each individual is very specific to a particular role, which we refer to as a niche. So it is very important that each one of these species can live in our oceans, because we have a very big food web where every living species is interdependent on the other.
He underscored the critical importance of sustainability to ensure these species thrive for generations to come.
We need to not just ensure that we have food security for today, we have to ensure that we have food security for tomorrow. So for your children, your children's children, and you can eventually look at 3 generations down the line, they can be having the same food security that you actually had. We don't just have Grenada laws, we have to understand that many of these species are actually migratory. So if we were just to harm and lower their numbers so much drastically, what actually would happen is that other countries would actually have a reduce in the number of that particular species. So we have a lot of international agencies that we have to work with. We have to work with CITES, we have to work with NOAA, we have to work with ICAT and many other conservation agencies. So it's very important for us to be compliant and be respected on an international stage.
Fisheries Officer Tabor Paul has also announced that Liverer Beach will be closed from April 1st to August 31st to allow for the turtle populations to be replenished. Anyone found violating the closed season notification for any of the 3 species will face legal consequences to the full extent.
The Liverer Beach as well is closed within April, 1st of April to the 31st of August, and all prohibition measures and penalties attended to these regulations are in effect during this period. So anyone who who is poaching the eggs, harvesting the turtles, harvesting the eggs, anyone who is caught on the Liverer Beach during this closed season who breaks these regulations will be penalized, and you are liable to a fine of 5,000 EC dollars or 2 years imprisonment, or it can be both, as it's seen by the court. So we are encouraging everyone to please be mindful, bear with us. It helps, as Mr. Stroud would say, with building back the stock of these species, the turtles, the lobsters, the leatherback, and so we would like everyone to adhere to this regulation set forth by the Minister
of the Law. Christelina John, GBN News.
Stay with us. We'll have sports and international news right after the break.
When you need your prescription filled or you require non-prescribed medication, supplements, or all your personal needs, visit Gittins Healthcare at locations on Wall Street, Grand Anse, Victoria Street, Grenville, and Central Deputy Street, Wharf. Gittins Healthcare aims to provide an exceptional personalized pharmacy experience. Additionally, children under 5 and adults 55 years and over will enjoy 10% discount on purchases of $20 and over on prescription medication. Stop settling for less. Visit Gittins Healthcare, where your health is our priority.
Fully 1 week. Nah. Telling you. You them boss dragon. Hello. You see that? About 10 dollars. Them man make hard of them man. Me a 38 man. But you man 92. Yeah. You need the number 1 run man. Oh man. That is it. No what? Nice. Yeah. Look number 1. Ah yeah, me too.
Whether sipped neat, mixed into a classic cocktail, or savored on the rocks, our rum delivers a taste that captivates and satisfies. Choose greatness. Choose Classcoat, the number 1 rum. Produced by the Grenada Distillers Limited.
What if you had a choice? A choice of joining a line or a choice of making your purchases online? What would you choose? While you ponder on that, the National Lotteries Authority has provided another purchasing option. All their games are now available online. Yes, Grenadians, from wherever you are, purchase your favorite daily and jackpot type games using any electronic device. Register on the NLA's website at www.nla.gd. Top up your account and enjoy online lottery gaming at your convenience. We're taking shopping comfort up several notches, but the choice is yours. Join a line or buy online. NLA, make your dreams come true.
Good evening, sports fans. And Mount Rose Sally are the undisputed champions of the Dennis Cornwall St. Patrick T20 tournament after securing a thrilling 45-run victory over Red Mud this past weekend. The tournament showcased high-scoring games and remarkable individual performances. In the final, Mount Rose Sally dominated with the bat, setting an imposing target of 230 for 6 in 20 overs. Craig Williams led the charge with a blistering 91 not out off 51 balls, while Devin Smith's quick-fire 46 off 23 balls provided crucial support. Red Mud's bowlers struggled to contain Williams and Smith, with Micah Narayan and Kelshawn Andrew each taking 2 wickets. Red Mud's chase fell short as they reached 185 for 6. Andrew's unbeaten 71 off 38 balls and Justin John's 40 off 32 balls gave them hope, but disciplined bowling from Imran Joseph and Carol Charles, who claimed 2 wickets each, ensured a victory for Mount Rose Sally. Craig Williams was named man of the match for his outstanding performance. Meanwhile, Norman Gilbert, president of the Grenada Cricket Association, has been evaluating the current state of the sport with a focus on grassroots development.
Yeah, grassroots cricket really is where we have to place our focus. We have been speaking a lot about the development of grassroots with the exit of Scotiabank. As you know, Scotiabank probably has been supporting the kiddie cricket program, which has really supported the development of the talent at the primary schools. That has since gone, and Republic Bank has come on board to provide support for its primary school program. We need to have the return of primary school cricket. I know that there have been a lot of discussion amongst parishes and to see how we can rekindle primary schools cricket. St. Patrick's minister has given his support to ensure that we can have some level of cricket amongst the primary schools in St. Patrick's, and this we are very grateful for, that we believe would create some change there. But I also want to add the importance of women's cricket as well, because that is one of our grassroots programs. Cricket West Indies seem to be giving some significant support to the development of women's cricket, and so we have engaged a potential partner locally who is willing to support women's development. And so
he also shared some of the association's plans for the immediate future.
Also have the Windwards Under 19 Championship that we are going to be hosting in April, the very first week of April. And so we have the 4 territories of the Windwards going to be competing here for rights, bragging rights really, at the Under 19 level. We also expect to start our Dream 11 T10 Championships that will be at Lasages. It is currently scheduled for May 12th to the 25th, and that too is another big tournament. So we have a very active season from now until June based on our calendar of events, and I want to encourage the public to give us the support, as well as to encourage the business community to come on board and give us some support.
West Indian hard-hitting left-handed player Nicholas Puran made history during the 2025 Tata Indian Premier League IPL season opener for Lucknow Super Giants, despite his team losing to Delhi Capitals. Puran scored 75 off 30 balls, leading Lucknow to a total of 209 for 8. However, Delhi produced a stunning fight back, chasing down the target in 19.3 overs, reaching 211 for 9. Puran's innings included 6 fours and 7 sixes, bringing his career sixes total to 606, making him the 4th player to enter the exclusive 600 sixes club in T20 cricket. West Indian umpire Joel Wilson has been removed from the Emirates ICC Elite Panel of Umpires following the International Cricket Council's annual review. Wilson, who was promoted to the panel in 2019, is being replaced by Alohedian Palekar of South Africa and Alex Worf of England. And that's what's been happening in the world of sports. And now for a look at what's been happening around the region and the wider globe. China China's leading international media network, China Global Television Network, or CGTN, hopes to physically expand their services to the Caribbean one day. Danielle John has the details.
Also a very important region that we will be there.
China Global Television Network, CGTN, is hoping to broaden its coverage to the Caribbean, reflecting the region's growing significance in the global news landscape. During a discussion on Thursday, when asked by TTT News about a possible collaboration with the Caribbean, Deputy Director of the Planning Center, Shen Xiaomen, said while the network currently lacks physical presence in the Caribbean, it has not ruled out establishing one in the future.
Actually, we began to working on that, including find some correspondence in the region, and also we are covering more news from the region.
Deputy Editor-in-Chief of CGTN, Kao assured that their team is prepared to respond to major events in the Caribbean, ensuring that the network maintains presence even without a dedicated office there.
Our Washington Bureau, which now has around 200 expatriate local employees. They go to different parts of countries in North America and South America from Washington, D.C. Whatever happens, they will be there, including the Caribbean countries.
And Deputy Director of the Cultural Programs Department, Lee Bean, noted that influence does not only depend on the physical existence of an organization, but rather the overall impact one can make.
CNN, BBC, they make noises in Africa, but we talk about facts. We don't make noises. We make, I think, influence. I think the important thing is one is to focus on content. What we are really talking about. We're talking about the facts. We don't talk about lies.
CGTN, an international media organization launched in 2016, currently has 3 production centers in Nairobi, Kenya, Washington, D.C., and London, all staffed with international professionals from more than 50 countries. Danielle John, TTT News.
U.S. President Donald Trump has denied that any classified information was discussed in a conversation between top intelligence officials using the encrypted messaging app Signal. However, a security breach did occur when a U.S. journalist was accidentally included in the group chat, which discussed a planned attack on Yemen. This leak has raised serious concerns about the judgment and competence of the new administration's intelligence team. This is Mike Hanna's report from Al Jazeera.
It was supposed to be an annual briefing on global security threats against the U.S., but the focus turned to discussion about a popular messaging app. Here were the Democrats on the Senate Intelligence Committee wanted to know whether classified material was discussed on a Signal chat monitored by a journalist. Democratic senators were skeptical of claims that details of an impending attack on another country were not classified.
If that's the case, please release that whole text stream so that the public can have a view of what actually transpired on this discussion.
Did you know that the president's Middle East advisor was in Moscow on this thread while you were, as director of the CIA, participating in this thread? Were you aware of that? Are you aware of that today?
I'm not aware of that today.
This sloppiness, this incompetence, this disrespect for our intelligence agencies and the personnel who work for him is entirely unacceptable. It's an embarrassment.
Both the Director of National Intelligence and the Director of the CIA said they could not recall specific details of the group chat. The Director of the FBI said he had just been briefed on the matter, so could not comment. While saying he had nothing to do with the chat, President Trump backed up claims that the matters discussed were not classified.
The main thing was nothing happened. The attack was totally successful. It was, I guess, from what I understand, took place during, and it wasn't classified information.
But this is going to be challenged by some in Congress. In a not-so-veiled warning, Democrat members of the committee said they would obtain a full transcript of the Signal conversation and use its contents to judge the veracity of the answers or non-answers of the intelligence chiefs here.
This was a huge mistake, correct? No.
This appears to be the position adopted by the Trump administration from the very top down.
The hearing is adjourned.
Mike Hanna, Al Jazeera, Washington.
That's what's been happening around the region and the wider globe today. And now for a recap of the night's top headlines. Consolidated Contractors Company Caribbean Inc. takes full responsibility for cement mixer truck incident that damaged a couple's home. Business professionals in Grenada introduced to the UN Global Compact. African Trade Center in Barbados to boost jobs and trade for African and Caribbean communities. And TA Marisho Community College final year SCE students participate in Workplace Readiness Seminar. In regional news, China Global Television Network, CGTN, eyes future collaboration with the Caribbean, while internationally, top intelligence officials face Senate committee over Signal chat leak. And in sports, Mount Rose Sally crowned champions of the Dennis Cornwall T20 tournament, while GCA focuses on grassroots cricket development. If you missed any part of this newscast, there'll be a rebroadcast at 10 o'clock tonight. Continue to follow us online at www.gbn.gd or on GBN Television Facebook page and YouTube channel for these and other top stories. I'm Stasia Blake, and that's the news. Thank you so much for choosing to join us tonight. We'll see you again tomorrow.